Hey, good morning, everybody. On this Wednesday, it is the 28th of August, and I'm Chris Allen here on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X. And it's all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Hot day yesterday. In fact, yesterday's high of 98 degrees at the Bowling Green Airport makes it the recorded hottest day of the year 2024. We have not been as hot as we were yesterday. We've been close. Previously, the hottest day was 97, set in June 16th and the 25th. So on 2 days in June, we hit the hottest temperature of 97. Yesterday, we had to wait till the end of August to get the hottest day at 98. Isn't that crazy? So the whole month of July was when we had those two, if you'll remember, 2 rounds of cooler weather, unseasonably cooler weather. So that's why we didn't set any high marks for the month of July. And as a matter of fact, we've not set any records or broken any records. So while you hear about extreme heat, it may be the case in other parts of the country, but I mean, here we call it summer. And the good news is that even though it hit 98 yesterday, it didn't bother me quite as much as maybe a 98 degree would in other cases. And that's because the humidity levels were not all that high. So we've got the heat, but we don't necessarily have the humidity. Those two things together is what makes it extremely hard to breathe and just tolerate. But we didn't have that high humidity element. Dew point stayed in the 60s yesterday, and that made it just a bit more tolerable. And today we're going to get a little more humidity in the air, and it looks like we'll go back to 98 again today, maybe even 99 or 100. Here is the Plano cam, and the current time at 7:09 here on this Wednesday morning. Another blue sky start with just a few high clouds and awesome sunshine. Here is a look at the radar. I'll pull it up full screen here so you can see that we do have some showers and thunderstorms that are occurring just around Mount Vernon, Illinois, right along Interstate 64 and 55 in that area. You can see those up there. This is all making a run toward the Wabash River, and eventually we'll try to cross the Ohio River. But remember, there is a big dome of high pressure that's sitting right over the area. And because of that, as this rain moves closer to the Ohio River, it's just going to dissipate. The air is way too dry here in southern Kentucky to keep all of this together. So if it weren't for that big high pressure, we would end up getting some shower activity today. But that's not going to happen. So we're going to continue to bake in the heat and have a little more humidity. Just do what you can to stay indoors if you can, to stay out of the extreme heat, because it's going to go back upper 90s today, as I mentioned, possibly even getting close to 100, if not hitting it. It's possible today or tomorrow. Today and tomorrow, the 2 days that it's most likely to occur. So we'll see. All right. Here's a look at the temperatures as of right now from the Kentucky Mesonet Network. And about like yesterday morning, we're starting in the upper 60s, low 70s, everywhere you look across the area. The dew points have come up a little bit more into the mid and upper 60s, although I see one location that's only at 59, and that's Edmonton in Metcalfe County. Not sure why the dew point there is only 59. Oh, well, it just went to 60. Well, it rounded up to 60. Okay. So as the sun comes up, some of these numbers will come up, and now we're starting to get not only moderately muggy, but we'll start to get a little bit more in the way of uncomfortable mugginess in the air. Okay. Here's a look at the winds, and again, light and variable or calm. So not much stirring of the wind, and that makes for air stagnation, especially around some metropolitan areas like Louisville and Nashville. They've put out some air quality advisories just, to let you know if you suffer from respiratory issues, then you don't need to be outside today for very long. All right, let's check the mono blender and see the relief that's coming. Excuse me. I can tell that things are changing because with the added heat, then I start getting sinus issues with the heat, and there's nothing to tame it, as in the form of rain or cooler air. So I start getting this little congestion and stuff's floating around, and it's that time of year. But look, if we can just tolerate this for a couple of more days, it's all going to be gone, maybe for the season. Now we're only about 25 days, I think, 25 days away from the first day of fall. Now that doesn't mean we're instantly going to switch over, nor does the beginning of September, which is Sunday, mean that we're going to immediately get fall-like temperatures. But you do see a big change coming after 98, 99 today and tomorrow, maybe mid to upper 90s on Friday. That's when we're expecting some fairly decent rainfall. Then the cold front comes in on Saturday, and you see a 10-degree drop in temperature, maybe even more than that. Less humid air comes in for the rest of the weekend, and we're only in the low to mid 80s for much of next week into next weekend. Now, if we can keep it that way, we're going to be just fine as we transition. So will it stay this cool after that? Long range forecast models are saying maybe we stay in the 80s as we go through the first half of September. It is very possible that we might not see any more 90s after this weekend, which is Labor Day weekend. I know, typical, what we call the unofficial end of summer. And it may just be the actual end of summer. Weather-wise, it may just be. We'll just have to wait and see how this plays out. Here's a look at the maps this morning. There's that cluster of showers and thunderstorms that's off along the Wabash River and the Mississippi River, heading into the Ohio River, a little outflow boundary, high pressure to the east. But this high pressure is much stronger than this coming in. So it's just going to dissipate and scour out showers that try to make a run at us because we're way too dry. And this is not strong enough to overcome the ridge of high pressure. So here we go into the afternoon, into this evening, overnight, early tomorrow morning, tomorrow evening, into Friday. Where's the rain? Where's the rain? Ah, there it is. Cold front coming in. This is Friday evening into Saturday, the last day of August. Showers, thunderstorms. Right now, we're not looking for more than maybe a 1/4 inch of rain. There could be a few locations that get closer to a 1/2 inch, but we'll take whatever we can get right now because as of today, it's been 10 days since our last measured rainfall here in Bowling Green. For some of you, it's been more like 12, 13, 14. Here we go into Sunday morning, the first day of September. Showers still around. Monday, with the cold front laying across northern middle Tennessee, still some showers. And even the possibility of a shower on Tuesday, although by then the front will be south of us and we start to benefit from that cooler, less humid air. So it's coming. We've just got to wait a few more days before it all starts to take hold, which it will. All right. That should do it for this Wednesday, August 28th. Thanks to everybody who's watching this morning. Hope you have a great day